A few weeks ago, an old colleague of mine actually sent me a message at almost midnight. He told me, Wilson, I think I'm finally ready. After 8 years of staying in our condominium, I want to buy a landed home for my family for more space. So we sat down the next day, we have a coffee chat, and by the end of the session, his face actually changed. Not because the landed home was out of reach, but because nobody had ever told him the real number. Yes, the listed price for his dream landed house was $5 million, but the real number he needed was closer to $7 million. And here's the thing, he's not the only one. I see this every single week. Smart Singaporeans who have outgrown of their HDB or condo, who have earned the right to dream bigger, working on numbers that are missing 2 or 3 of the most expensive line items in the biggest purchase of their lives. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through every single cost of buying an entry-level landed property in Singapore, not just the headline cost they see on Property Guru. Stick around till the end because I will also share the one cost that catches even my smartest clients off guard, the cost that quietly turns a $5 million house into a $7 million house. Hi, it's Wilson here, and welcome back to my channel. If you ever stood at your condo window and looked across the road at the row of terrace houses and thought, could that be one day be ours? This video is for you. Here is the painful truth I see in aspiring landed homeowners. Couples come in with their CPF statements, their savings, their bonus money. They tell me, Wilson, we have 1.5 million ready. Can we now buy a 5 million landed property? On paper, the answer looks like yes. They've got the down payment, they've got the stamp duty, they technically qualify for the loan. But when I walk them through the numbers, the reality sets in. Because there are 4 costs of landed ownership that not a lot of people are ready for and not scrutinized from the start. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through all the 4 costs of owning a landed property here in Singapore. And if you're already thinking of doing such a move and need a quick run through of your numbers, feel free to contact me at the number below or drop me a comment and I'll reply to you. And lastly, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to like and subscribe to this channel and remember to like this video. I will continue working hard for you guys to share the real issues on the property market here in Singapore. I've met many friends and clients looking to buy into a landed property, and the reasons almost always come down to 4 things. The first is space. Most of us grew up in a good-sized condo or HDB, and life is good until the second kid arrives, until your elderly parents need to move in with you, until a helper joins the household, and 1,200 square feet does not seem that big anymore. Landed house with more space solves that problem. Second, prestige. Look, let's not pretend on this one. In Singapore, owning landed signals that you have made it, and that's not shameful. That's actually human, and it's been the quiet finish line for many Singaporeans. There's nothing wrong with chasing a finish line that you believe in. The third is investment. Singapore is one of the most land-scarce property markets on the planet. So when you buy freehold landed, you're not just buying a house, you're buying a rare asset class on this small island. And over time, that scarcity tends to do its work on valuation. The fourth is legacy. Many of my clients want to leave something behind for their kids that doesn't expire. A home that their children and grandchildren can walk in and call their own in the future. And obviously, the value will be there as well. Now, let's touch a bit on freehold versus 99 leasehold landed homes. Freehold means you own the land, forever yours. Yes, the state can technically acquire it under the Land Acquisition Act, but that is quite rare and comes with market value compensation. So practically speaking, if you own a freehold property, congratulations, it's yours and your generations forever. And this is what people mean when they talk about generational wealth. A freehold landed property that they can pass on generation after generation. But 99 leasehold is a different animal altogether. The clock is ticking from day one, your buyer pool shrinks as the lease shortens because bank financing gets a bit tougher. The older the property, banks are less willing to lend out the loan, and if your goal is to leave something behind for your kids, leasehold may not work for you. But leasehold can also make sense in certain situations. For example, when we talk about budget, leasehold landed properties will come at a significantly lower price. In today's market, a 99-year leasehold can be between 2.5 million to 3.5 million versus a freehold entry price landed property. It can cost you easily $5 million. And that's where sometimes people choose to buy a leasehold property because of the affordability. And for the rest of this video, as we break down the costs, I'm going to use a freehold inter-terrace at $5 million as our example, because this is usually what Singaporeans aspire to work towards when they buy a landed property. So let's say you have found a decently renovated freehold inter-terrace at $5 million. Here's what you actually need to write a check for. 1. Your down payment. 25% of $5 million is $1.25 million, and up to $1 million can be utilized from your CPF OA account. Number 2, buyer stamp duty. In this case, it comes out to be around $239,000. Number 3, legal fees. It comes out to be around $3,000 to $3,500. And this number assumes that you can get a maximum of 75% loan on the $5 million purchase. And for a couple around age 40 years old, this means a monthly income of $36,000 in order to qualify under the TDSR framework. If this is not something that you can afford, you can also think about pledging your funds, showing cash, and also do other means of financing in order to support this property. If you need a rundown of your loan eligibility, drop me a DM and I can show you the numbers. Number 2, renovation costs. Most buyers face 2 scenarios today. Scenario 1 is light to medium renovation. New flooring, repainting, additions to the kitchen and bathrooms, and maybe a small extension at the front yard or the backyard. For a standard inter-terrace, you are looking at $200,000 to $400,000 in this scenario. Number 2, a full rebuild. And this is something that a lot of people are secretly wanting to do. They can tear down the whole place and build out their dream home. Maybe an attic, maybe a basement, maybe a big car porch. But all these costs in today's market is very real. For a full demolition and rebuild of an inter-terrace in today's market, you can expect between $1.8 million to $2.2 million, depending on the gross floor area and the finishes that you're looking at. So if you're still here with me, I really appreciate it. A quick like on this video or press on the subscribe button will really help this channel. And if you're considering buying a landed home in the next few months, drop me any questions you might have in the comments. I read every one of them and I will make sure to reply to you. Okay, so for course number 3, this is something that some of my clients actually miss out when they are doing their numbers to enter into a landed house. If let's say you are buying something that requires a full rebuild, you will need 18 to 24 months in order for that to happen. And sometimes there might be delays. You and your family will still need a roof over your head, and that usually means renting. Depending on where you rent, this rental cost can easily eat into your budget up to $100,000 to $120,000 depending on your needs. So remember to factor in this cost when you are looking to buy into a landed property. So congratulations on your purchase. You got the keys, you've done the renovations, but the costs do not end there. There are actually 3 different costs on a monthly basis that you need to factor for when you buy a landed property. Number 1, monthly mortgage. For a freehold landed around $5 million, assuming you are taking a 75% loan, your monthly mortgage will be between $15,000 to $25,000 every month, depending on your loan tenure and the interest rate. Number 2, maintenance costs. Unlike in a condo where you pay a monthly MCST fee of $300 to $500, in a landed property, you have to factor in all the expenses to maintain the landed house. Things like waterproofing of the roof, repainting the house every 5 years, for example, and doing the gardening of your small little plot of grass right in front of your house. All these things will directly affect your cost of maintaining this house. For some landed house owners that I know, they budget between $300 to $500 for these expenses on an ongoing basis. And lastly, property tax. Property tax is based on the annual value of the house. In this case, this can be between $4,000 to $8,000 annually, and this can be broken down into your monthly expenditure as well. So these are some of the costs that you need to take note of as you buy your landed property on a monthly basis. After sharing with you all the different costs about buying a landed house here in Singapore, I guess the question for you right now is, does it still make sense? For this, I have a few points for your consideration. Firstly, do you have enough financial resources to pay for the down payment, or will you be very stretched based on this number? Secondly, on an ongoing basis, are you able to fully service the monthly mortgage and the maintenance costs of this property? Thirdly, what is the objective of buying a landed property? Number 4, does it really need to be a freehold landed, or can it be a 99 years leasehold? This is something for you to think about. And lastly, I do see some of the new launches condos for 4-bedders to 5-bedders already hitting the $4.5 to $5 million mark. Are you able to find something in the landed segment, freehold and 99 years, which is similar price point and will serve your space needs better? These are all considerations that you can think about before you enter into this landed property segment. Thank you for watching till the end of this video. If you like what you just seen, remember to press the like button on this video, and I'm very thankful for your support. Please also remember to subscribe to my channel for more real and unfiltered insights about the Singapore property market. If you have any questions about your own property roadmap, feel free to drop me a DM at this WhatsApp number below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!